I never actually saw the man's face, as he never took the mask off. He drank using a straw through the mouth hole in the mask. The area around the mask, including a thick black beard he had underneath, was glistening with fake blood. The whole effect was so creepy and bizarre. I ignored him and went to the bar for another round of drinks.
May I buy you a drink?
A creepy, cold voice gave me jitters. I looked beside me and saw the man standing near me. I felt uncomfortable when he approached me. I smiled and said, "No thanks, I can buy my own drinks." Did I say something funny?
You know, I think you're pretty, but I don't like your attitude.
Then get the hell out of here. His glowing eyes watched me silently from behind the mask for a few seconds. Then he walked away. Crazy weirdo. We stayed in the club for an hour more, and every time my eyes landed on that man, I saw him approaching another woman at the club. Everyone rejected him because he seemed like trouble. I was happy seeing him getting ignored like that. He was walking to the exit of the club when he saw this nerdy teenage girl dressed like Thelma from Scooby-Doo standing alone. I saw them talking. Then the man grabbed her hand and brought her to the dance floor. They started dancing, and the girl seemed happy around him. 2 days later, I was watching the local news. On the TV, the news anchor was reporting. There was a picture of a young woman on the screen.
Police say the young woman was last seen leaving home Tuesday, October 30th at the local club around 10:30 p.m. while partying with her friends. A few hours later, when her friends decided to head home, they could not find the girl anywhere in the club.
According to the Science History Institute Museum and Library, it was February 1959 at an icy mountain pass near Siberia. 9 hikers had gone missing there recently, and the rescuers arrived to find 5 bodies scattered about, some burned, some nearly naked. One had human flesh in his mouth. There was no apparent cause of death, and all 9 hikers were quite experienced. So why had they abandoned their tent and run half naked into the snow-filled blizzard forest? Had there been an accident? Were they attacked? On February 25th, the rescuers found some ski tracks and followed them to the tent. It was half buried in snow. There were gashes in the tent's walls, as if someone slashed their way in. Had the hikers been murdered? From the tent, they found some footprints leading away. Oddly, some were barefoot prints. A mile downhill, near the forest, they found the remnants of a fire as well as 2 bodies. Both men had patches of scorched, blackened skin and were wearing only underwear. One had also bitten off a chunk of his own hand. Eventually, the searchers found 3 more bodies scattered nearby. All 3 victims had been trekking uphill, probably towards the tent, but they never made it in the blizzard and froze to death. A few months later, a hunter passed through the forest beneath Dead Mountain. There, he came across a strange pit 10 feet deep and 250 yards from the first bodies that were found. Peering down, he saw a bed of tree branches as well as scraps of clothing. The first 5 bodies had all been relatively intact and uninjured, not these 4. Autopsies revealed cracked ribs and fractured skulls. One man had shards of bone driven into his brain. More gruesomely, their faces were missing eyeballs, tongues, and lips. 2 of the hikers were wearing clothes from their dead comrades. At this point, for unknown reason, Soviet party officials swept in and shut the investigation down. They declared that an avalanche had killed the party, then confiscated all documents related to the matter.
And it absolutely played a role in Ruthie's murder. Back on the night of April 22nd, 1987, so the night that Ruthie called 911 in a panic, saying something about her cabinets and her neighbors and her bathroom, well, what had really happened is Ruth was home around 8:45 when she heard this loud banging sound coming from her bathroom. And then before she could go over and inspect the bathroom, her bathroom door flung open, and standing in the doorway was this dark, tall figure who just suddenly took off running through her apartment, out her front door, out into the hallway. Ruthie was so startled she had no idea what to make of it. She knew that sometimes she saw things that weren't real, and so she likely struggled to figure out, did that really happen? Am I dreaming? Am I hallucinating? What's going on? And so with all these thoughts going through her head, she called 911 to get help, but she couldn't quite describe what had even happened. And so that's why she began rambling about how her neighbors wanted to use her bathroom and the cabinets were somehow involved. It was all very confusing. And so the dispatcher obviously didn't understand what was going on, but they told Ruthie, okay, I'll pass this along and the police will be out soon. And so as Ruthie is waiting for the police to show up, she wanders over to the bathroom where this dark figure has appeared, and she walks inside and she looks at where her mirror had been above her sink. The mirror that she had spent so many hours looking into, hoping for signs of a miracle, and the mirror was gone. And in its place was this big dark hole on the wall, almost like an entrance to a dark tunnel. And as Ruthie is staring at this void, she sees these two dark hands emerge from underneath that come out of the hole and grip onto her sink. And then eyes pop up and a man's head pops up, and then he uses his arms, which are clutched onto the sink, to pull himself up and out of the hole in her wall, where he plopped down on the bathroom floor and then stood up and stared at Ruthie.
Hi, I'm Jackie.
Daniel is an engineer, and somehow he has built the creepy baby-faced toy from Toy Story for our daughter. He let out an awkward chuckle and said,
Chrissy's been asking for it for a long time, Mindy. It's just a toy after all.
But how come this doesn't freak out you guys? I don't think any kid should play with something like this. But Mommy, it walks! Chrissy placed the toy on the floor and turned on a small switch at the back of his bulbous head. Balancing on its metallic spider legs, the head of another broken doll started walking all over Chrissy's room.
The kid doesn't run the house, you run the goddamn house. No!
He is going to punish you, Mummy.
What?
Oh no! You think this little midget is about
Suddenly,
to try to
a
punk
sound
me
of
in
crackling
my
bones
house?
shifted my
No.
attention from Chrissy to Babyface.
This
The
little
toy
midget
was
in this
now
creepy
standing
ass
on
toy?
its spidey
Stomp it
legs
out.
and looking
Stomp
at me
it
with a
out.
creepy smile.
That's crazy.
I could see the evil in its eye. Within a second, it started to crawl at me at full speed. It jumped on me, and I screamed and kicked it with all of my strength. The toy flew in the air for a moment and hit the wall. Its creepy metal legs broke like shattered glass, and I sat down on the floor.
Shit out of that.
I was panting. I thought, finally it was over. The damned cursed toy is dead now. But my relief didn't last long. As soon as the toy broke, something horrible happened. Thousands of small baby-faced toys started coming out of its big, bulbous head.
Shoot!
Yes, an army of baby faces filled Chrissy's room.
Get Mommy. Go. Get her.
Chrissy started clapping and laughing,
girl,
seeing these
you can
monsters
go right
attack
along
me.
with them.
Before I
Okay?
could get up and run, they were all over my body like a herd of spiders. They were crawling everywhere. On my hands, my legs, my hair, my face,
Oh my-
even got inside my clothes.
She's alive! Alive!
Don't make your living selling other people's books when you're trying to write your own. It seems brilliant at first. Immerse yourself in your craft, get a sense for what's popular, gather moments of inspiration from the unassuming corners of the world. But immersing yourself in anything eventually takes its toll.
problem? No, 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 no! Go to the bicycle. Stop, stop, stop! No!
It's been here at least as long as I have. Hope it doesn't rain.
Still it. Still it. Still it. Come on, just still it. We know we're going to eventually.
It's propped up against an old hitching post. It's been here at least as long as I have. Hope it doesn't rain.
I can feel it in my bones that we're going to still it eventually. So why even play this game of acting like it's not going to happen? Okay. Ooh, a bunny.
Oh, hey there, little fella. Where are you off to?
Uh-oh, am I following it?
Welcome to Villa Ventana, your window to a better life. Window? I feel like a door would be more helpful.
The rabbit wants me to follow it. I think.
Whoa!
Bitch! Okay. Oh.
What the hell was that?
What? What the hell was that indeed? And let me guess, you wanna go see what it was? Bitch, I'm going back to the hotel. Ain't nobody curious about what's going on over there. I'm gonna mind my fucking business. Let's do this thing. No, came in too hot again. Jeez. Keep overshooting it.
This should look like the real deal to that cop. Here goes nothing.
Oh, shit!
Shit, that wasn't supposed... Oh, God, what have I...
Oh, good Lord! Did you see what happened, Mr. Hugo?
I didn't. I heard a crash, and,
This damn crosswalk! Sign's useless! Get back to your hotel, Mr. Hugo. I'll call an ambulance.
Yes, officer.
You just murdered a man! What you gonna do if I don't listen? And we're just going on with our day like that didn't just happen. We're still curious after that
hopefully
happened.
he won't even realize I'm in here.
You're
the radio
sick.
should still be in that desk.
This guy is
Time
sick.
to take a look.
He could care the fuck less about what just happened. He has a goddamn mystery to solve.
There it is.
One big room full of bad bitches. One big room full of bad bitches.
You've rejected me?
Oh.
Me?
Oh.
When I said I will give you everything? Cars, houses, jewelry. Still, you're saying no?
He was screaming at the top of his lungs and slapping himself constantly. He then got up and ran straight to the wall. He started banging his head on the wall. Once he started bleeding, he looked at me.
I'm out.
There was no pain in his face. He grinned like a psycho and said,
What if I tell everyone that you're a streetwalker who came to blackmail me and force me to hurt myself after I didn't agree to your terms and conditions? How will your poor parents feel once they know your reality, Riley? Once they know their daughter is a witch who milks rich old men.
Loaded, shot with the lyrics like I'm bowling.
Listen, the best way to beat a crazy person, be crazier than their ass. Put on my fucking mask and I'm about to start slicing some motherfuckers, okay? Y'all think I'm locked in here with you? No, bitch. You're locked in here with me.
And so she could buy expensive things? What will happen then?
Happy Halloween month, my fellow ghouls. Shadows in the night.
Lord, I'm having a heart attack. Damn, this is some scary shit.
And without further ado, roll the clip.